Hello and welcome back to the IPL YouTube channel. Today we're going to be live comming a Kalos versus Kanto conference game where we see the Toledo Mudkips 7-4 take on the 5-6 Vancouver Carvanhas. It's a big game for Toledo Mudkips to lock up that playoff spot and for Vancouver Carvanhas to try and cement themselves into that third place playoff spot in the Kanto conference. So, we see a couple normal Mons. Everyone expected the Lopunny, and Lopunny has been one of the best Pokemon of the IPL this season. And we're going to see a Whoopi Goldberg open up for Mesprit. Don't know too much about Mesprit. Okay, so it's got some bulk behind it, but it's also got other stats. Definitely a choice Scarf user. It could be. Yeah, I could also see a bulky variant, whether that be specially defensive or defensive. I do not know. A Lopunny fake out is pretty obvious here. A U-turn would be pretty good. Alright, a fake out into the physically defensive Weezing. Weezing has a shocking 123 defense stat, so it's going to be good to soak up those hits for the rest of the match. Lopunny, obviously, one of the more offensive threats in the entire Pokemon game, let alone the IPL. So it's definitely going to be something that Nihal wants to take down. A good matchup is going to be the Latias, the Pinsir, and the Mesprit, all have type advantage on it. So you can also expect Scald Burns and Will-O-Wisps. So Lopunny, not a lot of safe opponents for Lopunny today. Vancouver elects to go into the Seismitoad who gets burned, and I actually believe that Seismitoad is a physical attacker, so that could hurt it a bit more on the offensive end, but I think it's mostly used as a bulky Pokemon. Don't know too much about Seismitoad, but I was looking at his stats earlier. Okay, and Stealth Rocks get up, and that is really going to hurt the Mega Pinsir and the Mesprit. Now, I think Latias has the ability to defog, and Whoopi Goldberg sets up rocks of his own. Two burned opponents on the field, two rocks on the field. Energy Ball coming in from the Mesprit. Dalbriddge didn't expect it, and Manaphy comes out right away. No decision making from Tao, and he doesn't want to get reckless here. Excuse me, Dalbriddge. Now Fortress sits in here. A Gyro Ball should hurt this Mesprit. That's what I expect anyway. Well, I'm forgetting about the super effective moves, but when I usually run Fortress, I don't run Bug Stab, and I run Gyro Ball, Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, and Toxic usually. Spikes come in. Yeah, Spikes is also another thing he runs, or Stealth Rock. And, oh my god, a Hidden Power Fire from Latias. What's it going to be? A Gyro Ball here. And it looks like... Yeah, it looks like Fortress would have died to entry hazards upon re-entry. So Fortress is going to go down, and Nihal takes the 6-4 lead. Dusknoir comes in, General Grievous switches in and takes a Shadow Sneak. Not a very powerful move. That's actually the most powerful offensive move that this Dusknoir gets, or Stab, sorry. Shadow Punch is base 20, and Reuniclus gets burned. I believe it does have, what is that ability? Magic Guard, so it's not going to take any damage besides hits. Don't see a huge way for Vancouver back into this one. Who will be very happy with a Vancouver loss is Rohan and the Illinois Infernames. That will be their chance if they can beat Kyle this week to try and get into that third playoff spot at the Kanto Conference. A knockoff coming in does absolutely nothing as Reuniclus Calm Minds. Now, can you get scared right now? If you are... I think you can get scared as Reuniclus... Oh, I don't think that was a good move by Vancouver because... Oh, I don't think that was a good move. I think you should have... You have to go for another Calm Mind in that situation. It's not enough health to recover, and he's obviously not going to switch that thing out, so he should have taken advantage of that. A Shadow Ball comes in, and guys, it's tied up. Vancouver needs a win here. So we'll see what happens here, obviously. This will be a Mega Pinsir, gets the aerial out ability, and X-Scissor comes in and does 60%. A Psychic comes in, and the Mega Pinsir goes down. Wow. a big change, but this is probably going to be a choice score after a Manitan, so Reuniclus is probably going to see go down here. Unless it doesn't have enough bulk to live a Flare Blitz. I highly doubt it. I'll check its stats, but... yeah. Yeah, there's no way that was living a Flare Blitz, but it didn't live the U-turn either. So, here comes Grievous. Manaphy is going to come in, and a Tail Glow is going to happen here, folks. Nihal is not making the right switch-ins as of now, and oh my god, 2.5 special attack. Vancouver's team is all about setting up, and it looks to be working thus far. Energy Ball coming into the Katara. Hidden Power something, and it looks like, if I play this out in my head, that the Toledo Mudkips are going to lose tonight to the Vancouver Carvanhas, which is a bigger deal for Vancouver because Toledo will probably, make the playoffs. But I think that means that Jared can safely think that he is going to be the first place seed in the Kalos Conference and kind of secure a bye there. But I guess it's not over yet. I don't know what's going to happen here. A Flare Blitz surely couldn't do that much. A U-turn wouldn't do that much, I don't think. Manaphy's a Pokemon that is base 100 all stats. I'd be very surprised if a U-turn saw this thing go down. And I just don't think Weezing has the special bulk to live one of Manaphy's hits, especially at, what is this, +4? No, sorry, +3 special attack. So we'll see what happens here. Scald comes in, and it goes down. Vancouver turned this one back around, and what a great game in the favor of Vancouver. It's an important game for them, as just a little crit there. But Manaphy, a pickup that I believe Dalbriddge actually made this past week. He dropped, I want to say Jirachi, and picked up Manaphy, and it's incredible. It's incredible, and Manaphy is a Pokemon that can change games, and we certainly saw it today, as we're going to see the Vancouver Carvanhas beat the Toledo Mudkips 4-0, or 3-0, excuse me. And then we're going to see Vancouver Carvanhas go up to 6-6. We're going to go to -1, and Toledo Mudkips are going to go down to +7, and they're going to go to 7-5. I hope I did this right. I'll make sure, guys. But anyways, you can see how everything's shaping up right now. We only have one more game to go left this week, and then we have our last week of the IPL, where Chicago Bear takes Milwaukee Mules. Are going to battle it out for that third place spot in the Kalos Conference, and Toledo Mudkips can try to get that first place bye, and then Illinois and Vancouver may have to battle it out. If Illinois loses, though, this week, it will be over for them, but they need to win if they want to get a chance at the playoffs. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you.